So this is Keith Hawk with MuggleNet, and I am with Leo and Cassie. Leo is the director of the soon-to-be-released film, series of films actually, from Red Phoenix Pictures, and it's going to be called The Auror's Tale. Cassie, a good friend of mine, Cassandra Johnstone, is the writer of the project. So, hello guys.
Hello.
Hello.
So tell me how this whole thing got started.
Well, you mind if I start?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a really long time now, and I met Cassie this year, and it was like the right fit. So we were able to start brainstorming and put this project together.
Now, is Red Phoenix
We
Pictures?
just really want.
Is Red Phoenix Pictures your studios or someone else's?
Yes. Nope, it's my production company, and
Okay.
we shoot a lot of commercials and industrial videos, fashion videos.
Okay, great.
And I've been working in the movie industry for a couple of years now.
Awesome.
And yeah, I love shooting action. I love telling stories, and I love the Harry Potter series. I've always wanted to after the seventh movie came out, after the series was over, I really wanted to help find a way to continue the story in my own vision.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing with this.
Great. Now how did you meet Cassie?
I went to the New York Harry Potter meetup group that
Okay.
Jonathan Rosenthal runs.
Yep. Know the
And
group
that's
well.
how we met.
Know everybody there pretty well. Now, Cassie, you've been writing every year. You've been doing something in Chicago. Is that correct?
Yes, I've had a theater company in Chicago for quite a few years now. So I've been writing for that, directing for that, but writing has always been my passion. So this is really exciting for me.
Yeah. Now, when did you start this project? When did you start writing this one?
Recently, I believe we just started in March, and I wrote through all of April, and here we are. So I'm still writing. Obviously, I'll be writing all year. But yeah.
You want to tell me the progress where we are with the series?
As in,
Well, we just finished writing the first episode, working on the second and the third one. Something I wanted to stress, because I don't think I mentioned at all, is that the teaser is not really footage from the actual show, and it's not really like story bits from the actual show.
Okay.
It was just something we shot as an example, like a test, like an exercise in the styles of filmmaking that the Harry Potter movies are doing.
So what you actually filmed, though, that the teaser is your work, correct?
Oh yes, that.
Okay, so that's what we're looking to see, is that kind of work.
Exactly. Yes. So that I made it to show people what we're capable of, what can be possible.
Okay.
But it's not actually stuff taken from the show. I mean, some of the stuff that we shot could be incorporated into the show.
But we intend to film the first episode at the end of May.
Yep.
So
end of this month. So right now, as soon as now that the teaser's done, we're focused 100% on pre-production for the actual first episode.
Okay. Now the first episode is scheduled to be released in the summer. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And how often do you think each episode will? I know they're going to be 7 to 10 minute clips, but how long do you think the whole series will go? Like each section or each episode will come out how often?
They will become a feature film in the end. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you're asking about the duration in between each episode. I want to shoot an episode per month, if possible.
Okay.
I think we'll get faster as we move along, because we would have collected more assets and locations, and we'll be able to shoot like props and costume. We will be able to shoot several episodes as opposed to the first episode. We're only in one episode in the beginning, and it'll probably be another month and a half before we shoot the next one. So as we move further along, the time period between each episode will come closer together. So ideally, I'd love to release one episode per month. Mm-hmm. That'd be ideal. That'd be a lot of fun.
Okay, so then that would take us up until early next year when we actually have the entire thing finished.
exactly. So by this time next year, the web series would have turned into a finished feature film, a feature fan movie.
Great. All right, now, from what I've understood is that once this whole thing's put together, it'll be put into a DVD. Now, are you going to be using the DVD sales as the proceeds to charity, or are you doing something else for the proceeds to charity?
I haven't really discussed that yet with Jan Levine, who's helping me with the marketing aspects. But that's what I'm thinking. I mean, we're not looking to make any money whatsoever from the production. It's purely fan-based work.
That's
we're not trying to sell or make money whatsoever. It's just because we love the series and it's for exposure. So if we do, I mean, I was ready to give out the DVDs to anyone who asked for it. But if we do have to cover the cost of manufacturing the DVD and ask for a price, then it would be any extra money would go to charity.
That's great. Let's see now. The actors that you had in the teaser, are they the proposed actors for the project, or would you be using other people?
No, they're all in the project.
Okay. So now tell me a little bit about what your tale is about, what the Auror's tale is about.
Cassie, for you?
Okay, well, it's about the sort of first year or so on the job of our newest recruit to the force, which is Lokai Hawthorne. And he gets himself into a bit of a tangle because, well, he realizes, maybe a little too late, that one of his good friends is from school that he has actually become involved with the vicious street gang, the Hellhounds, who are sort of black market mercenaries of New York and are plotting to sort of commandeer the entire city by way of a very strange and terrible magical monopoly. So it's his struggle with this. There was sort of a young woman featured in the trailer, and that is sort of the gang member that he sort of not even necessarily becomes involved with, but just they get into this sort of web together.
A strange relationship.
Yeah, a strange relationship. They get into this web and have to sort of navigate their relationship and their circumstances, which is obviously they're on. So it is a bit of a Romeo and Juliet thing, and hopefully a little more twisted and edgy.
Yeah, when I first when I first had the idea, it was basically Mr. and Mrs. Smith with magic. Like in the universe of Harry Potter.
I got you. That's awesome. Okay, now I'm really getting that.
and basically it's like a spy movie, new recruits with mad fight skills that is on the run from everybody because of the choices they make. And and we're all in America. It's set in America, and it's several years after the events of the last movie of the Battle of Hogwarts.
Okay.
So the school that we all went to is Salem Academy in New England.
Yep.
And that's where we met. And I guess basically I wanted to tell a story of what would happen if a Gryffindor student and a Slytherin student got together in Hogwarts in school, but then after school one became Death Eater. But that's really far-fetched. So I applied it to our time period and our setting with a completely new cast of characters. There's one thing that's very important to me is I wanted to stay faithful to the ideas and the themes presented in the books, like the morals and the stories and the characters. And I don't want to mess with any of that. And I don't want to change people's perceptions or people's views of their favorite characters and settings and locations, even in fan fiction.
So we're not dealing with any canonical characters from the series. So it's all fresh and it's all new and set, obviously, in New York.
However, there might be a few surprises.
There might be a few little Easter eggs for all the fans.
Paintings and magazine newspapers of a couple. We have several very good look-alike actors for.
So there'll be
some of the famous, well-known wizards
in
the UK, in the universe.
Yeah, I can't imagine who that would be. Look, she's blushing. All right.
No, there's no Bellatrix, even though
I didn't say anything about Bellatrix.
Because it's already after it's several years after the Battle of Hogwarts. So it would not be.
I've seen Cassie as Tom Riddle. I've seen her as Narcissa. I've seen her in so many different outfits.
Oh, won't be me. I guarantee you that. But we do have some. Yeah, we have a very talented cast, and we're so excited to share them with you. I think, yeah, the new characters will hopefully. I mean, yeah, I want to really stay true to the tone of the books, but we are pushing it to a little bit, I guess, edgier and darker, but still there will be the whimsy of the books that everybody loves too. So we will try to stay faithful to the tone, but obviously put our own spin on it as sort of older fans of the books. You know, we're going to write where we're at right now. So it should.
So it is going to be a modern tale where it's going to be.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, what's really important to me is that for me, I was 11 when I read the first book, and Harry was 11 in that book, and it's like the Star Wars of my generation, as I always tell people. And it for me, it defines my transition, the books from a kid to an adult. So now that the book is over and that we're adults and we're working and trying to make it in the world after school and after all that is over, I want the stories in this series to reflect those struggles, to reflect the world, the more gray world of a more grown-up person, as opposed to the black and white world of Harry that Harry had to deal with.
Okay, gotcha.
A little bit more politics and drama and a lot of the drama and the action happens in the Auror's office. So it's a little bit like a cop show, that way, like a police drama that way.
Okay. Now, the Department of Magical Law Enforcement that you have in New York City, is that primarily the same kind of function as what the Ministry of Magic has in the series?
Yes, and obviously the Aurors are sort of the special force, so they're dealing with the most intense cases. They're doing more undercover work than your average hit witch or wizard would. So they do function essentially in the same way as the British Ministry. Sure. British Ministry's Aurors would. Sure.
Okay, great. Now tell me who else is involved in the project. I know that Jonathan is involved in the production studio, as well as Angelo Lopez and Christopher Lopez. What other names can you throw out there as to who's going to be involved in this?
I mean, that's the main production team right now.
Do you have somebody lined up to be Hawthorne?
About it. I mean, I'm directing, and yes, I am playing Hawthorne.
You are? Okay, good. I thought it was you that I saw.
Yeah, yeah, it was me in the trailer.
All right, great. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience?
I can't think of anything right now, but if you have any more questions,
Okay. Well, I'll just tell everybody that you can follow Auror's Tale at their website at http://aurorstale.com. They're also on Twitter at Auror's Tale and on Facebook, facebook.com/aurorstale. And you also have a Tumblr's account, aurorstale.tumblr.com. Well, I got to tell you, I'm anxious for this to come about. I hope you guys will share with us some of the progress before the piece comes out. And I will definitely be talking to Cassie in the meantime.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do have something to bring up if you...
Go ahead.
If we have time for it.
Sure.
Yeah, I definitely want the fans to be very involved throughout the process, the production, because it is for the fans, and we're all a part of that community. So we would be starting a Kickstarter program to raise some funds, some budget for it, because we shot the teaser on really, really minimal budget. Basically everyone just showed up to help with one camera and just running around stealing shots, getting shots. The nighttime shots were lit with my car lights. So yeah, we worked really hard, and just to get that piece, and just doing the teaser really helped, because I remember the first day of shooting the teaser, we had the cast location in Long Island that we knew. So we showed up just to check it out, and they stole a couple shots. Just very guerrilla filmmaking. And then, just me and a bunch of friends, and that was the first day. And then by the last day, we had like a full crew with like camera people and underwater camera housing to shoot in the swimming pool for the Auror training sequence at the beginning of the trailer. So, and that happened because I was able to show the rough cut of a teaser as I worked on it, to really convince people that this was worth getting on board with, and it really worked, and people started getting interested and seeing how good the footage looked, and it started helping us. So things were able to get bigger and better by that process, and that's like a smaller scale of what we're going to be doing with the whole series. So I'd like to share behind the scenes footage and material, and probably tutorials on effects and stuff like that, and we'll be starting a Kickstarter, and we just hope that people get on board and help us out, and like share in the fun of making this production. I mean, there's gonna be lots of great rewards on the Kickstarter program, and people, I'd love to work with the fan community, and if people would like to be in it, or can make props or music or costumes, and they want to join in the fun, like just send me an email. I'm totally open to that.
Okay, great. Now, I did hear from Jennifer about this Kickstarter program. I wasn't sure if that's confidential or not yet. When are you doing this Kickstarter program?
That's the confidential part. No, we just had to figure that out.
So all the logistics still need to be worked out on that.
Point. Yes.
But once...
it's coming quite soon.
Yeah, soon.
Go ahead, Cassie.
Oh, no, just that it's coming quite soon.
Okay. So once that Kickstarter kicks off, then people will be able to contact you and maybe help with some minor donations and help fund the project, as well as some other avenues, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I mean, as far as all the creative avenues go right now, if people want to email me, I'm always open.
Okay, great. And you're filming everything in New York?
Yes, but not... I mean, I'm not tied down to New York. I travel to New England to shoot, to Connecticut, Massachusetts to shoot all the time. And so anywhere nearby, anywhere that's easy. I love the city. I love the look of the city brings.
Yeah, and that's the natural home for the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. So that's where the story's got to take place. Yes,
I think it's a great place for wizards and witches to hide in plain sight among muggles, and I think it makes it a really interesting playground for the characters.
Now, just one last question. Are you going to be shooting anything up in Salem to represent the Salem's Academy of Magic?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know yet. I know several castle-like private high schools that could work. There will be Salem flashback scenes. I'm glad you asked, because part of my idea is that the world is so grim and bleak now that when you've grown up and is working in this hostile environment. But I want to show the Salem flashbacks, like scenes, to show the innocence and nostalgia of being in wizarding school, just like Hogwarts. And it's our way of returning to that universe that we love so much from the books and the movies.
Sure.
Like returning to the school days of Hogwarts.
That's great.
So I don't really have a place set in stone for the Salem Academy yet. So if anyone has ideas, I'm open.
Okay.
Sounds good. So
yeah, we love Salem. We love Salem. We go there for like Halloween. It's a fantastic town.
Well, now Salem is where Perseus and Draco are, right? That's the Salem you're talking about.
Oh yes, of course. Is there any other Salem? Yes.
And Joshua and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you for your time, guys.
Like Rowling
thank you.
There actually having been a Salem Academy. So,
Yay.
all right. Thank you so much.
Take care, Leo. Bye, Cassie.